Good day, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Decimals. That's right, today we're going to be talking about how to add decimals. Now, you'll notice that I have a few things going on here. I've written it a couple different ways. That's because I want to illustrate that this is not as easy as this. Because when you're adding decimals, you just have to simply line up the decimals. And it's a lot easier to do if you write them vertically. So we've lined up the decimals, and now all we have to do is add like we normally do. So what is 5 plus 1? 5 plus 1 is 6. What is 3 plus 7? Well, we know that 3 plus 7 is 10. So we're going to carry the 1. And now that we've made it to the decimal, we're going to bring that decimal straight down. We're going to drop it right there and move on to the next one. 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 plus 3 is also 10. So we're going to carry the 1, and now we have 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 4 is 7. Now, if we've done everything correct, the answer should match underneath this box. Are you ready to see if we did this correctly? 3, 2, 1. Dun, 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 dun. The answer is 70 and 6/100ths. Now, I have a few more example problems to drive this point home. Once again, I have taken this horizontal version of the problem and lined it up vertically. Why? Because we want the decimals to line up. As a matter of fact, we can actually start out by bringing the decimal straight down and dropping it right there, because it's going to come straight down every time with addition and subtraction. And now we go to our first column. What is 4 plus 5, or 5 plus 4 rather? It is 9. And then we move on to our next column. What is 0 plus 7? We know that 0 plus 7 is 7. We've already brought our decimal straight down, so we move on to the next column, which is 9 plus 2, which is 11, and we're going to carry the 1. And finally, what is 1 plus 4? 1 plus 4 is 5. Did we do this correctly? Light drum roll. Da, 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 da. Correct. The answer is, in fact, 51.79, or 51 and 79/100ths, if you rather. And now let's do a few more examples. Once again, I have chosen to write this problem vertically so that I'm dealing with columns, and we can line up the decimal and drop it down right from the very beginning. And now we can do one column at a time. 9 plus 1 is 10, so we're going to put the 0, carry the 1, and now 8 plus 1 is 9, and 9 plus 5 is 14, so we're going to put a 4 right there, carry the 1. We've already brought the decimal straight down, and now we have 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 plus 2 is going to be 9. And so the 9 comes down directly, and then of course 3 increased by nothing is 3. And with a little bit of luck, we have done this correctly. Boom! The answer is, in fact, 39 and 40/100ths. But let's keep going. Once again, let's bring the decimal directly down. And let's add a column at a time. 4 plus 2 is 6. 9 plus 1 is 10. So we're going to put a 0, and we're going to carry the 1. And now we have 1 plus 7 is 8. And then 8 plus 5 is going to be 13. And so hopefully we've done our calculamications correctly, and we have yay for us. Now, let's keep going. Let's do another one. Once again, we can bring the decimal down directly right from the get-go, because with addition and subtraction, you always want to line up the decimals. And so now let's do the first column. 3 plus 4 is 7. And 1 plus 2 is 3. We've already brought the decimal directly down, which is what we're supposed to do. So now let's do 6 plus 8. And everybody knows that 6 plus 8 is in fact 14. And we're going to carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. And 7 plus 1 is 8. And if we've done our calculations correct, the answer is going to be 84 and 37/100. Da, 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 da. Yay! Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Let's do another problem right now, providing I can get this thing to work. Aha! One more problem, and we'll be good to go. Let's rock and roll. Once again, we've lined up the decimals. We bring the decimal straight down, and now we work on each column. What is 8 plus 2? 8 plus 2 is 10. So we're going to carry the 1, and now 1 plus 7 is 8, and 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6 is going to be 14. And so now we're going to put our 4 there. We're going to carry the 1. We've already brought down our decimal, which is what we're supposed to do. And now we have 9 plus 1 is 10, and 10 plus nothing is still 10. So we'll put a 0 right there. We'll carry the 1. And finally, 1 plus 5 is 6. And if we've done our calculations correct, the answer should be 60 and 40/100. And what do you know? It is. Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope this was helpful. Remember, when adding and subtracting decimals, just line up the decimals and add or subtract like normal. Ta-ta for now. Good luck.